It's the 12th of May 2021, 14 to 4 p.m. A very sunny day with a lot of sunshine and the wind blowing gently. One could say it's a beautiful day, but it's one of those days in the period of war. And there's another breaking point in life, which is marked by a spiritual departure, the departure that takes time, because it turns one's world actually upside down, and it concerns the world of music, the world of entertainment. Perhaps not music, perhaps I should not put classical music there, though I'm not quite willing to listen to my CDs with the classical music, for all turns to hatred and contempt now. So perhaps it's better not to listen to it again. Which does not amount to saying enjoy the silence. Well, there's no silence. Poems like Frost at Midnight appear unreal. To the point, I have created a concept. Initially, it was great. I mean, it had the depressing end, but overall, that was a great event. And that was really my concept. But then things were developing, and I understood that it was time for you cannot possibly get any lower. So I added another part. And after that, I decided that we should get real about the world of music, the entertainment world, the world of celebrities, and the so-called stars. And I did the third part. So this is probably the last concert in my life. I might go to see some if they appear in Krakow and not far and within my means to buy a ticket, just to look them in the eyes, not through some magic of technology or other appearances, but to stand there and look in the face and to comprehend I'm not sure what, but to comprehend somehow the devastation. Anyway, the concert is here with the title The Leading Figures in My Life 1974 to 2021, which I supplemented with the additional category in the brackets as the Dalit music. And I believe that this concert is really a story. So let me tell you what is in the concert as the story. And of course it's not going to be a reporter's account. Just let me tell you what is here. So first, the first star entering the stage is Shaking Stevens, because this is where music started in my life. I had heard some music earlier, but this is my first tape, the tape I got from my father. And he starts with "Give me your heart tonight." The circus. I would go to the circus. I'm perhaps not that circus, or perhaps that circus. I don't know. I would go to a circus, or rather not that circus, because I would go to the circus in my early childhood too, and the tape came after, I think. But perhaps it had been already recorded. I don't know. Anyway, it starts with "Give me your heart tonight," and of course, the way I imagine is the star with the musicians. Um, so perhaps the stars, generally speaking, on stage, and there's of course at the back. You can see all sorts of things. So perhaps something from the video clip, or perhaps something totally different. I don't know yet. I had the intention to let my imagination wander free and create the picture in full, but sadly, some people do not understand any piece measures, and when they appear, they turn them against the peacemaker. So they have done, and they have created even worse war. Uh, anyway, the concert starts with "Give me your heart tonight," and this is not accidental. And there's a lot of truth in the concert overall. And there are different levels, the way we listen to those songs, the love we give, the all the pleasure that can be shared while we listen to the music, all the emotions that we are capable of, and all the magic that does not really come from them, but is being created at some meeting point between the two. So this kind of life, or the home atmosphere, when you do your things and listen to the music, because the music is there all the time. So perhaps you are learning something and the music is playing, so they are always there. And then one day you realize what it means for you and for your future. Anyway, first, Shaking Stevens enters the stage with the appeal, "Give me a heart tonight." So we have the concert. Then "You Drive Me Crazy." This Old House. Green Dog. Oh Judy. Cry Just a Little Bit. A Love Worth Waiting For. Breaking Up My Heart. Teardrops. Because I Love You. And Merry Christmas, everyone. I imagined that that would be a great concert around the Christmas time. Perhaps before Christmas rather than after Christmas. After all, it's Merry Christmas, so it should be before Christmas. And this is not like the time before Easter, so I believe people could go to a concert and they could make their decisions. And that's how I thought of it first, that you see the concert, you see it is real, it is very real, that first part is very real, but it's still, worthwhile. And you go to a concert and you decide what you are going to do in your life with regards to the kind of people and the kind of music, which is a political point too, and which is an ongoing debate, not quite put in the foreground. But we do know about the community. Well, we know about the Muslims who forbid certain things, and we also know about the Mormons And perhaps there are more groups like that, only we are not being aware of it because the music is a superpower and it is a weapon, quite a deadly one, more deadly than you might think, an extinction one. Extinction. Extinction. The species that is in danger of extinction. Ah, you see, one of the effects again, the words not quite accessible but surely in my lexicon. So, Merry Christmas everyone! And this is how the concert starts. Then we have Modern Talking, entering the stage with Atlantis is Calling, SOS for Love, Mona Lisa, Jet Airliner, Jeromino's Cadillac, Sherry Sherry Lady, You're My Heart, You're My Soul, You Can Win If You Want, Win the Race. So we have this shift from the early modern talking to the modern talking with Win the Race. And then Brother Louis, 98. Modern Talking featuring probably Eric Singleton. You Are Not Alone. And smoothly, from Modern Talking, we go to Aha. I was wondering how they can do it on stage, if they can do it at all or not, because there are bands and obviously they need to have it all there, so I don't know. But the ideal version is that there's no time elapse or anyone entering the stage when one group ends and another begins. The ideal is that they perform and they move smoothly. So you have the last song from Modern Talking, and then you have Aha entering. And that concerns all the bands or singers. So Aha enters with Take On Me, of course. And then The Sun Always Shines on TV, Hunting High and Low, Living a Boy's Adventure Tape, Scoundrel Days, Prywood, We're Looking for the Whales, Maybe, Manhattan Skyline, Soft Rains of April, October, The Living Daylights, There's Never a Forever Thing, Stay on These Roads, Touchy, You Are the One, The Blood That Moves the Body, This Alone is Love, and a kind of Christmas card. So there's the move here to the new Aha. Lifelines, Crying in the Rain, which is a kind of question mark as far as I am concerned, because it happens to be on the record that I did not buy. So there was, after the first 3 records, there was silence in my life as far as Aha is concerned, and it is quite an inexplicable change. But I liked this order. Morten Harket with a kind of Christmas card, and then Lifelines, and back to Crying in the Rain, and as the last song, Love is Reason, from the first long play. That's what we used to call it at the time. I'm not sure what they are called now. And then From Love is Reason, we have another, again, the without any break, just taking over, so to say, or just entering the stage with the new vibe and the new personality. Wham! Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Wham rap. Enjoy What You Do. Club Tropicana. Everything She Wants. And then we have George Michael, Careless Whisper. And we move forward to Freedom, Too Funky, Jesus to a Child, Heal the Pain. And as the last one, we go back to Last Christmas with Wham. After which, as you can see, this is imaginary, or this is happening in some different world, because after that, the way I imagined it, beyond time, is really the Doors on stage, and this is not any other the Doors. This is the Doors with People Are Strange. So this is not in honor. This is the Doors. Love Her Madly. Love Me Two Times. Gloria. And I was listening to it when I was in the secondary school, and I never checked the words. I just liked this Gloria and the way it was sung. And now I checked the lyrics. I mean, not. I listened carefully to all of these. Perhaps I did not understand everything. I never maintained that I understood everything. So I'm quite comfortable in that respect because I never made such claims. But I saw that there was a dirty version. I did not listen to the dirty version. So I didn't like this happening on stage really, but I decided Gloria should be here because this is really the Doors. This is really Jim Morrison, I believe. So I could not somehow make it more polite, but I did not want it to be dirty either. So this is a kind of what you can still live with. I mean, not live with really, but see in the concert. Of course, this is my consent. I'm Agnieszka Bata, Magdalena Roje. And then, Riders on the Storm, LA Woman, When the Music's Over. And finally, Take It As It Comes. And from that, the concert is taken over by Ricky Martin, going back to 1991, El Amor de Mi Vida. Then Volveras, Spanish Eyes, She Bangs. And of course I wouldn't like all that pornography happening on the background screen, so that would have to be negotiated. La Copa de la Vida, Maria, Spanglish, Private Emotion, Solo Quiero Amarte, Nobody Wants to Be Lonely. Excuse my Spanish. I have a blog, probably because I connected Spanish to the Latino music, so it might be that the Kingdom of Spain feels offended and I can not get back to speaking Spanish anymore, or perhaps because of the criminality of the Latino world. Loaded. Shake your bonbon. Saint Tropez. Jezebel. Bella. Or Bella. Or Bella. Well, different connotations. She's all I ever had. La Bomba. Are you in it for love? Vuelve. Spanish. Fuego contra fuego. And it ends with Living La Vida Loca, which is probably the greatest hit. Now, who can take over from Living La Vida Loca? Well, Jennifer Lopez does with Ain't Your Mama. That is really the point where this male needs to be met by the female. So, and of course we don't know the concept of the female as the one under man, always soft, always polite, always obedient, and quite incapable of her own willpower and spirit. So Jennifer Lopez is there with Ain't Your Mama for a start. And then we have the woman. I mean, we have the woman in Ain't Your Mama, but from that powerful start, she's supposed to take it through the woman. This could be love. No me ames. Ain't it funny? If you had my love. Or let's get loud. So this is a hit again. Do you know where you're going? Do you know where you're going to? And that one needs to be resounding, of course. After which we have the Black Power. Whitney Houston with My Love Is Your Love, which I'm pretty sure I'm not incorrect, is a song devoted to her daughter. So I don't understand why people put all sorts of other things there, but perhaps I misunderstand something. Which is again the woman on stage. And then we move back to the early Whitney Houston. How will I know? I wanna dance with somebody who loves me. So emotional. And then we have, oh, what do you call it when in English when the two people sing? In Polish it's duet, but I don't know what you call it in English actually. So we have Whitney Houston and George Michael. If I told you that And then Whitney Houston with, oh, I don't have it written here. What's his name? Tonight we dance.
Jak powiedziałam kiedyś, Ola
Hold on.
nie jest i nigdy nie będzie dla mnie żadną konkurencją. Jednak ten konflikt rozwinął się.
Enrique Iglesias. So Whitney Houston with Enrique Iglesias, could I have this kiss forever? And then Whitney Houston, could I have this? And then Whitney Houston, one moment in time. After which we go to a different mood with Heartbreak Hotel, still Whitney Houston on stage. I learned from the best. Same script, different cast with Deborah Cox. The greatest love of all. Love will save the day. And then another move, so to say. I'm your baby tonight, queen of the night. To wind it all up with I will always love you. And from this point, Kylie Minogue takes over. Better the devil you know. The locomotion. I should be so lucky. Got to be certain. Never too late. And then with Jason Donovan, especially for you. And then again a shift into new Kylie. We wouldn't change a thing. Through In Your Eyes. Can't get you out of my head. Spinning around to I Believe in You, which is really the new Kylie with the early Kylie, if you listen carefully. Unless I'm incorrect. I don't want to interpret it, it's just the feel. And finally, Celebration. The concert ends with Kylie Minogue and Nick Cave and the bed seats. Well, the wild roses grow, after which only silence should fall. So the lights go off and not a word is spoken. And the audience is left with that. So that was the original concept. And I loved it. But then, it started. I guess the concept was too good. Perhaps you cannot imagine it the way I can, because this is not really what's in the songs. I mean, in the video clips, if you listen to them from my list, the way I imagine it is different, and it makes perfect sense, and it's all quite beautiful. It's still truthful, and it's well, I'm not for the sexual, but with the hits like Spinning Around or Can't Get You Out of My Head or In Your Eyes, perhaps the video clips could be changed for the concert, so perhaps what we could see in the background would not be exactly what they have in the video clip. Of course, that always depends on the artist, but perhaps the artist could take the audience into account too. But overall, for me, it was a kind of pearl created. Still, rapes followed. So, we have Ricky Martin entering the stage again with a rape, and from that high we get to you cannot get any lower. You cannot go any lower, actually. So so this is the second part. Ricky Martin enters the stage with One Night Man, then George Michael, Paschal, Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana, Selena Gomez, Same Old Love, Britney Spears, Work Bitch, Natalia Oreiro, Corazon Valiente, Jennifer Lopez and French Montana, Ayla Papi, I cannot read it, I don't know the language, Kylie Minogue, Slow, Shakira and Rihanna and Shakira. Can't remember to forget you. Shakira and Rihanna. Shakira starts in. Can't remember to forget you. Morden Harket. I'm the one. Edyta Górniak. Anything. Sandra. Around my heart. Doniu. Halo kochanie. Hello darling. Or hello or hello love. Aha, I've been losing you. Rihanna, bitch better have my money. And here in that part you cannot go any lower. The background screen should be adequate. So perhaps Rihanna could be, perhaps the pictures in Rihanna could be somehow negotiated, but certainly it needs to end with the spirit, with the woman, the spirit woman walking. And it cannot be made any softer. There must be blood on her face. There must be the look in her eyes. There must be the death in all she brings, visible on the screen. Which is the end of part 2. And part 3 is also special. It starts with Sade, No Ordinary Love. Then we have Eurythmics, Annie Lennox, Dave Stewart, Sweet Dreams. After which we have Army of Lovers, Crucified. Then Annie Lennox comes back, Eurythmics comes back. There must be an angel playing with my heart. After which Sade reappears with Smooth Operator, to be followed by the Bangles' Internal Flame, so virginal. And then Sade back with the Soldier of Love, to be wound up with Eurythmics, Annie Lennox, Dave Stewart, Miracle of Love. Sadly, this is how my relations with the world of music, with the entertainment world end. Agnieszka Bata, Magdalena Rojek, 21 past 4 p.m., the 12th of May 2021.